Good morning to all. Myself T. Thirumalai, working as an assistant professor in mechanical department at Pratyusha Engineering College. I thanks to the management giving this wonderful opportunity to conduct technology update meeting. My topic is conventional powder metallurgy productions. Powder metallurgy. Powder metallurgy is an art and science of producing metal or metallic powders and using them to make finished or semi-finished products. So conventional powder metallurgy production sequences are blending, compacting, sintering, blending and mixing of powders, blending powders of same chemistry but possibility different particle sizes are intermingled. Different particle sizes are often blended to reduce porosity. Mixing powders of different chemistries are combined. Powder metallurgy technology allows mixing various metals into alloys that would be difficult or impossible to produce by other means. Blending or mixing. Blending a coarser fraction with a finer fraction ensure that the intersects between large particles will be filled out. Powders of different metals and other materials may be mixed in order to impart special physical and mechanical properties through metallic alloying. Lubricants may be mixed to improve the powder's flow characteristics. Binders such as wax or thermoplastics into the required shape. Conventional compaction method is pressing, in which opposing punches gives the powders contained in a die. The work part after pressing is called a green compact. The word green meaning not yet fully processed. The green strength of the part when pressed is adequate for handling but far less than after sintering. Press powders into the desired shape and size in dies using a hydraulic or mechanical press. Pressed powder is known as green compact. Compacting is usually performed at room temperatures. Pressure ranges from 10 tons per square inch to 60 tons square inch. Sintering. Heat treatment to bond the metallic particles, thereby increasing strength and hardness, usually carried out between 70% and 90% of the metal's melting point. So generally agreed among researchers that the primary driving force for sintering is reduction of surface energy. Part sintering occurs during sintering due to pore size reduction. Part are heated to 80% of melting temperature, transforms compacted mechanical bond to much stronger metal bonds. Many parts are done at this stage. Sintered products is cooled in a controlled atmosphere, prevents oxidation and thermal shock. Gases commonly used for sintering is H2N2, inert gas or vacuum. So next we discuss about powder metallurgy merits. Near net shape is possible, thereby reducing the post-production cost. Therefore, Precision parts can be produced. The production can be fully automated. Therefore, mass production is possible. Production rate is high. Overhead costs are low. Break-even point is not too large. Material loss is small. And then next we discuss about advantages of powder metallurgy. Virtually unlimited choice of alloys, composites and associated properties. Refractory materials are popular by this process, can be very economical at large run sizes, long-term reliability through close control of dimensional and physical properties, wide latitude of shape and design, very good material utilizations. Next we discuss about limitations, high tooling and equipment cost, metallic powder are expensive, problems in storing and handling metal powders, degradation over time, fire hazards with certain metals, limitations on part geometry because metal powders do not readily flow laterally in the die during pressing. Variations in density throughout part may be a problem, especially for complex geometries. For us, none always decide. Large components cannot be produced on a large scale. Some shapes are difficult to be produced by the conventional powder metallurgy route. So these are the disadvantages. Thank you.